Imagine standing in a brutal ancient war. Swords are clashing and arrows darken the sky. Yet you don't even flinch. You casually sidestep strikes before they are swung, because you already know exactly where they will land. This is Sahadeva, the youngest of the Pandava brothers in Hindu epic literature. He possessed an agonizingly rare gift, absolute omniscience. He knew every detail of the past, the present, and the future. But that supernatural foresight came with a lethal condition. A curse dictated that he ever revealed what was coming without being explicitly asked a direct question. He would die instantly. The psychological pressure of this rule is hard to overstate. He sat quietly at a rigged game of dice, watching his family lose their entire kingdom. He foresaw his wife's humiliation. He knew the precise death toll of the upcoming Kurukshetra war. Months before the first sword was drawn, he swallowed the impending doom of millions, carrying the weight of the truth entirely alone. We often mistake silence during a crisis for indifference. Keeping his mouth shut as his world burned demanded an ironclad discipline to withhold the truth. Contrast that ancient restraint with how we operate today. We live in a digital ecosystem built on endless information and uninvited commentary. Armed with a few facts or life experience, we often cast ourselves as digital gurus. We fire off unsolicited advice to friends, family members, and strangers in comment sections, completely unprompted. While we assume we are being helpful, tossing solutions at someone who hasn't asked for them usually triggers immediate defensiveness. Instead of gratitude, we often meet a wall of resistance. When we push advice onto an unprepared mind, the interaction tends to generate friction. We end up creating a defensive distance in the very relationships we were trying to support. There is a psychological reality embedded in this mythology. Truth offered without the recipient's innate curiosity is functionally useless. A person must first decide to be a visner, a receptive listener. Without that specific intent to learn, new information simply has nowhere to land. You can think of forced advice like pouring water onto a solid, polished stone. You can unleash a torrential downpour of accurate logic, but the water simply bounces off the surface. It leaves the stone exactly as hard and unyielding as it was before the storm. Even the most objective truth cannot penetrate a mind that hasn't made the conscious decision to seek it out. We see the perfect application of this restraint on the battlefield through the actions of Lord Krishna. Krishna was acting as a chariot driver for his deeply conflicted friend Arjuna. Despite possessing